Welcome back to the Mad Max Knives channel. Today we actually decided to take a break and do a tool review. Today we're going to go over a Knipex pair of pliers. It is the Knipex 5-inch water pump pliers. Now these are a pretty neat tool. They do not come in the Kydex sheath that is available for purchase. The hardware on the sheath is not normally as ugly. I put mine through heck and back, so I ended up having to replace the hardware, and that's what I could find at the local hardware store. It's a fold-over taco-style sheep with a belt loop. Anyways, back to the pliers. These are the Knipex pliers. They weigh in at 3 ounces, so nice and light. 13 adjustable positions, button-actuated design. They are a box joint design in the plier head. Knipex is really great at making tools. This is a chrome vanadium electric steel. It is multi-stage oil hardened, so it is hardened just like knives and heat treatment. Opening range does go from 0 to 21 millimeters, or 1 1/16 of an inch at its max opening. The HRC of the steel, of how hard it is, comes in at 61. I went over the button actuated design. There are Kydex sheaths available, or other different belt style sheaths available for them. They do not come with them. They are normally bright red handles when you first buy them, but as you can tell, mine have been definitely utilized. When I change tires on semi-trucks, I use these a lot for the valve stems on the semi-truck rims, because they are held in with a bolt on semi-trucks, unlike normal auto tires. So every day I had to use these at least 50 times in a day. It also helped out a lot when my mechanics were looking for a wrench and didn't want to walk to the toolbox, so it was definitely a time saver, which is why I invested in the Kydex sheath. Now that mine are older, the Kydex sheath is not as reliable, so there's definitely a lot of rattle and it definitely falls out. But the newer Kydex sheaths available for them aren't like that, so please don't take that as a product description. That's just because I beat the crap out of mine for about a year. I do recommend checking into the Knipex pliers. If you are a bike rider or a bicyclist, or even a motorcycle rider, the 0 to 21 millimeter bolt size difference, they're small, they're easy to get into tight spaces, would really help eliminate some of the wrenches out of a portable toolbox if you're a bicyclist or motorcyclist. So I'll put an Amazon link to them in the description, and maybe to a Kydex sheath or another belt style sheath. Go ahead and check it out, guys. Awesome tool. I don't use it as much now that I work on car tires. I switched to a multi-tool, which was the Roxxon Phantom. But these are an awesome EDC thing to carry. If you like to carry a bit driver, I do recommend adding this to your EDC collection if you're a tool guy. They get you out of some serious binds. I'll put a link in the description, guys. Thanks for your time, and have a great day.